Yeah, it sucks
Third
that.
or third or fourth.
Yeah, it sucks that the. Oh well. Third or fourth row. Hey, hopefully people like tune in. Even though I'm not per se a political challenge, I do get very politically minded. Oh,
Yeah.
I care about that stuff a bit because I mean it affects everything. Everything's political, and
Yep.
anything can be spin politically. Let me open this door because it's so. Okay, so riddle me this, right? It's
What's up?
super fucking hot in my apartment.
Hmm.
I crack open the door, it gets super fucking cold. It's never in between. I can never be comfortable. I can never be comfortable. I have the fan on and everything. I can never be comfortable.
You try like a desk fan?
A desk fan?
Yeah.
You know what I've been wanting to, and I should buy it like tomorrow or tonight.
What's that?
It's in a desk lamp, so I don't have to cut on the what you call it, the headlamp.
A
And
headlamp. You're
yep,
talking about like a
like the
is this like a heating lamp?
no, like the headlamp on the like the living room. You see, you see
Oh,
that
okay, yeah,
turn
yeah.
off, yeah. And for me, like to be shown because my webcam has like a small light. If I get close enough, and my window screen brings me up, but it's better to
Yeah.
have the
Yeah,
light
looking
on.
out, it's a little on the dark side.
Yeah, that's what another thing I want. And I also want to buy you know what I've been thinking of doing too?
What's up?
Skits,
Yeah. Hey.
small skits. Hey, buddy, I'm just opening the door, okay? Let's go back and shoot shit. Yeah, skits. Like I've been doing. I think about doing a whole bunch of skits about things. Oh, shit, what is blocking I swear to God, I need a new computer chair.
Yeah, me too, man. What is it like falling apart? Like
Yeah, is it falling apart? That's. Let me show you.
understatement?
Yeah, that's an understatement. Let me show you. Look at this shit. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably about time to upgrade.
Been time, man. And like their wheels on like don't really want to scoot anymore.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Because there's so much dog hair clogging up the fucking. Oh no. Never mind. It's the dog. It's the Kong toy under my fucking chair. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah,
You're
you did this.
you're
What's
so
up?
you finally popped up on the list of streamers on the political streams. Guess
Uh-huh.
what your thumbnail is?
What? Enzo?
The seat of your chair.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let me see who this motherfucker talking about. And yeah, it's an invisible man talking. All right, but Reddit's got like a whole bunch of fucking shit that's going on. I've heard about it. Pentagon, two bases were hit. Let's slide. Okay, so here's another question for you. When you see like Middle Eastern names, do you have like because I don't know if this is true with like Spanish. The Spanish folks like when you see something in Spanish, you pronounce it in Spanish, right? You have like a Spanish dialect when you say it. So is that the same way you do when you read other things from different languages?
If I'm familiar with the way it's supposed to be pronounced,
Uh huh.
usually, but not always. I mean,
Okay.
like I don't say like Iran. I say Iran, even though I know Iranians pronounce it Iran or similarly anyway.
Okay. When you see this name, right? Actually, these pictures. How would you say his name?
Go for the name. Okay, there we go. Oh Lord, Abu. I don't know how you pronounce the middle name. Bakr Al Baghdadi.
Yeah, it's close. See, look, when I read this dude's name, right, and this is back then, this was the secondary leader of ISIS, right? This is one that
Al
Trump
Baghdadi.
killed. So when I read, I was like Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Now, yeah, I can't read it any other way. I can't be like Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. I can't do that. You know, people read like, oh, it's al-Baghdadi. I was like, oh, okay. When I read it and I say it, I sound like a fucking I sound like a fucking terrorist. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, right? So.
I think I'm kind of in between.
I'm kind
I
of
think I'm
in
kind
between.
of somewhere between. Yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah, like Assad, Bashar al-Assad. I don't even think that's the pronounced right way to say it. I think that's more like me just being terrible at saying shit.
Bashar
But
al-Assad.
yeah,
Bashar
it's
al-Assad.
Bashar al-Assad. How do you say this? I hope this doesn't get fucking
Bashar al-Assad.
Bashar al-Assad. See?
Bashar al-Assad.
Right? Let's see the other
I need like the phonetics on it.
yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, that was a how to pronounce video. I didn't catch it.
Let's see.
Cause I had the stream muted because it echoes between Discord and the stream.
Oh yeah, I hate that, dude. I wish I can hear myself sometimes. But yeah, man. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, Reddit, everything's like blowing up, dude. And also, what's going on in Puerto Rico too? Like they were hit with a massive earthquake today.
But earthquake, yeah.
I think it was a 6.5, if I remember from the last article I read.
Oh, was
You
it
know-
6.5? I just saw the headline that there was an earthquake. I didn't see what the how it pulled up on the Richter scale.
Let's see. Let me overload my overclock my CPU. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck Puerto Rico before dawn on Tuesday and was followed 3 hours later by an aftershock measuring at 6.0. Can't get a fucking break. It's just like what happened in Mexico.
Man.
There was the largest series of quakes that have struck the U.S. territory in recent days and caused heavy damage. I think it was. They basically, Puerto Rico's considered the U.S. It hasn't happened since 120 years. In 120 years, if I'm correct from what I read, I'm not entirely too sure. It might be bullshit, might not be. Yeah, look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Oh, you know what? You are on my Discord, so I'm just gonna post it to you on Discord. Ew, my fucking dirty ass chair. I just saw the thumbnail. Ew.
I keep refreshing. It's still the same thing. That's what it just happened to pull and put you up.
It might piques people's interest. Like, what the fuck is this ugly ass chair that's going on? But yeah, like, yeah, it is a terrible thumbnail. I look at it. It just goes to show, like, maybe I should help this guy find a new fucking chair, right? So
Maybe.
yeah, man. Puerto Rico can't get a fucking break, especially after what happened in the hurricanes.
Yeah, they just barely recovered from that.
Right, and then U.S. is still treating them like they're like a different country from them, even though everyone in Puerto Rico is technically a U.S. citizen.
All right.
Yeah. So how would you feel, right? You were born and raised in Puerto Rico, and all of a sudden, like, okay, you go through a hurricane. Basically, the U.S. ignores you for a majority of the time, and then blames you for being incompetent of basically recuperating and fixing the damages of your country. Then, a couple months later, earthquake hits. Do you be like, oh, now we need, like, hey, could you guys help us out since we're technically one of your territories? Nah, fuck all that. No, not at all. Especially when he's too busy, trying to start World War III, so he would get reelected.
Heck, they really take care of states that are within the let alone territory.
That's true. That is true. I think I know what I need to do. Hopefully my fucking computer don't crash. I just had one viewer and he just dipped out. He don't like it.
You said what?
I just had one viewer and he just dipped out. He didn't like it.
Oh.
Or she.
Hi, bye.
I know. Hi, bye. That's okay. Part of the game.
There you go.
What?
Yep.
There we go. Hopefully, since my door is open too, it can stay cooler as well. All right. Oh, nice.
You've been upgraded.
Nice. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
maybe it was a chair.
I know, right?
I brought them in. Maybe they left because they were upset that it was in the chair stream.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, it's okay. People always come by and stuff. It's just like how I try to treat it as YouTube. Fucking Twitch is like hard, like really hard on the fucking ego, man. I'm telling you, it's so hard on the ego, because you're like, because you have people. I think I had one time I had like 7 people on, right? And like 5 stayed at one point. I'm like, let me keep these 5 people. You stay here, you follow.
I guess I'm stripping something.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, I mean, I don't have big tits, unfortunately.
You gotta drink more milk.
Yeah, you're right. I'll get fat.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, buddy? You don't give a fuck.
I am on the politicalcompass.org, and I am taking a political compass test because I'm curious to see, according to this website, where I fit.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to Twitter. I remember back in the day when I was like, I will never fucking use Twitter. And look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The top trending hashtag right now is Iran attack.
Attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you see at the general's funeral? There was a stampede and like 12 people died.
Yeah. What the fuck is that about?
What, the stampede?
Yeah. Why are we stampeding now? Well, not we.
Why are they stampeding? I have no idea.
I don't know what compelled them to do that shit.
Who knows?
Oh, that picture's hilarious.
Oh no. Maybe we should.
Man, this is one of the reasons why I'm glad I didn't join the military, man.
Yeah. We'd become the fodder, just out there. Like, we should go back to those old days where, like, the generals, like the kings and generals, they were on the front line. We need to go back to those days and send these old guys out there and say, if you want to fight a war, you go out there and fight.
That's true. Yeah, send all your
Bet you all
kids.
that stops.
Of course, send your kids, send all the people who are like want this to the front lines. Wow. Wow. So let's see. That's fine. Alright, attack the embassy was attacked by a militia, not Iran. The attacker was Japanese. Japan take. Yeah, so basically spreading misinformation. They're so hard at work doing this right now. Yeah. Just the bad actors are out in full force today. Just trying to attack the black and brown people, you know. But you have to read what the people who are on the other side, just in case, right?
You said you had to eat?
Read. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all Trump's doing. There was diplomacy. The crazy part here is that Trump haters are so blinded by his behavior that they forgot this is Iran we're talking about. Iran, long our enemy, and perpetrators of some bad shit.
Right.
This is all Trump's doing. There was diplomacy in place. He withdrew from it. Iran was in check. He also said he wanted the troops out of the region. Doesn't act like a guy who knows how to do that. Yeah, it wasn't like we were in some sort of peace treaty, right? It wasn't like, we set up something in place where there can be long-standing peace with Iran. No, let's fuck that all up because we hate brown man that was president. Is that your dog?
Oh, you heard her?
Yeah. Oh, Athena?
Yeah, shaking.
No.
Yeah, it was Athena.
No.
What's up, Athena? What you want? Okay, bye-bye.
Ooh, look at this shit. Holy shit.
set up I didn't see the tweet in time. Is that ballistic missiles?
Yeah, ballistic missiles being fired.
Pew.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Robert De Niro posted this shit. The major development amid reports of U.S. jets leaving their base in UAE has been confirmed that the Iran Air Force is taking off its base. This risks becoming full-scale attack. Iran missile launches. Mm-hmm.
Iranian Air Force has been in the air for almost about an hour ago, I think, right?
Look at the fucking irony. Be prepared. There's a small chance that our horrendous leadership could lead us to World War III.
2013. 7 years ago.
How many Trump supporters are going to rush to the nearest recruiting station or list tomorrow so they can fight this war? None of them. This is how many. Meanwhile, 30 U.S. soldiers are dead so far thanks to that criminal in the White House. They are not qualified to serve the military. That's why they can don a MAGA cap and talk crap. And that's true.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of different sources are giving different numbers. Some are saying 0, some are saying 30, some are saying... There haven't been really any consistent reports yet. That I've seen anyway.
Crazy, man. I'll be right back. I need some bathroom.
Very good.
Buddy. You being a good boy? You being a good boy? Yeah, you gotta be a good boy. Acting up shit. Oh, man. So those 2 viewers are just me and you?
You got a third. Hello, new person.
Third. New person. Hopefully they have something to say too. Really?
Yeah.
Does it show 3?
For me, it shows 3. I mean, you probably have the more accurate counter.
You know what's funny? Sometimes Slob doesn't even update it. Yeah, it doesn't even update it correctly. Let's see. Yeah, man. Look, I'll list after all the MAGA people are sent out first.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how all this goes.
Oh, there's 3. Okay, I see it now. You see how late that shit takes? You see, you're curious to see how it all goes?
Yeah.
Man.
'Cause I mean, the everyone's talking about draft this and all that. Selective service. That only comes into effect if there's not enough already active duty troops, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's 1.5 million people that are already voluntarily enlisted. So they're saying that from what I've researched is that there's plenty of troops right now to be deployed out if they needed to be, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only a rational reason that there might be a draft per se is they start attacking on our soil, and also simultaneously attacking other bases and stations around the country or around the Middle East.
Like we're fighting on multiple fronts.
Oh yeah, Yeah, basically. But I find it hard to believe that ever be the case until, Orange Man decides to press the red button. And then the World War III will start. Because then China and Russia will be like, no, fuck that. Now you get to use nukes again? And after what you did to Japan? Fuck no, we're using it against you.
Making my Google fool on. I actually am not familiar with who are Iran's allies.
Iran's allies? Let's see. This is from off the top of my head. Russia, China, Iraq now, Syria. What else? Who else? I think that's the only ones I can name on top of my head that are like big allies.
See.
No, okay. Syria, Lebanon, Iraq. Yeah, those are the people. Those were.
Wait, didn't Iran just attack Iraq recently?
I think so, but from my understanding, is Iraq and Iran actually work together to defeat ISIS in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, then, like I said, I'm basically speaking out my ass, but they help defeat ISIS in place of the United States. So that's from my understanding. Like, I have like vague details, and that's another funny thing is like we're going to war with a country that barely any Americans know about, but they're so damn sure willing to kill them. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Oh man, you jumped to 4 and then went down to 3.
That's okay. Okay,
It's okay.
so here they are. I think this is Investopedia, whatever. Iran. So Lebanon, Russia, Venezuela. Yeah, I think that's the biggest ones from Investopedia. So a shit ton of the countries we are considered our allies, Iran allies. And don't you love like the war sensationalism that's been going on lately? Like all these videos, including my live stream, that what happens if Iran and the United States fight in a war?
So that's the problem time.
I said, don't you love like the American sensationalism, the media sensationalism of us going into a war, or like, oh, if we were to fight Iran, this and this would happen, or this if like we implemented the draft and then this and this would happen, like way before like today where shit is hitting the fan, right? And you might as well fill your car up for the end of the week.
Yeah.
This brings up why do we even get involved in the Middle East, man? Why? Maybe I'm biased because I love Mediterranean food. If someone in your orbit is calling for war with Iran, but is unwilling to fight in that war themselves, you have a duty to call them a fucking coward and tell them to sit down and shut up. I mean, that's true. Don't the establishment manipulate you with the casualty numbers in the next 48 hours. None of them care about our military. They've been sending them to die and lead us in illegal conflicts across the Middle East for decades now. It's true. All right, let's go see what our 45th president says. Had a good meeting with Hezbollah of Saudi Arabia. We discussed trade, military, oil prices, security, and stability in the Middle East. I just gotta see on Twitter. Twitter's gonna roast this dude, right? Thank you, President Trump, for taking out the Iranian terrorists. How can anyone be against killing a terrorist? Somalia was an imminent threat, and your actions saved American lives. You have my vote for 2020. Okay, I'm the president. Trump. This was an unreported meeting. What else are you doing in the White House? Go play golf. We're safer that way. A big boy president had a big boy meeting with his big boy overlords from Bone Stall, Arabia. Forgive me for being lesser than impressed. You know, I've always wanted to retweet. I'm sounding like a fucking kid. We tweet to Donald Trump, but I feel like anyone's gonna want to read it anyway. Puerto Rico, anyone? Yeah, this is roasting him. More lies. Send Kushner back over. He's an expert. Yeah, dude. Oh man, we're so fucked. We're so fucked.
What did you see?
It was this video on Twitter, on Donald Trump's Twitter. Him basically doing a curtsy to the.
Did he really?
That's what they say it is, but I guess Trump is tall, so you know I'm not gonna.
I'm sure it's probably him just trying to stand back up.
Yeah, like Kalabi bin Salman. That's what his name. Kalabi bin Salman. He did a curtsy to. That's what we're trying to say, but I think Trump is like 6'2".
Oh, he's just trying to
6'2".
get back up.
Yeah.
I mean it's fun to circle jerk and whatever else, but I don't think he was curtsying.
Yeah, 6'3". Trump's 6'3", so I think that's what that is. He's just taller than him. But like Trump's height is accurate, right? I think it's accurate. But Trump's weight, that's a different story.
It's key.
243 pounds, my ass. Homeboy's catching up to Taft.
243. There's no way.
Yeah. Tip the scale
At 6'3", with that much pudge. Well, you know, that may not be that far off because my dad is 6'4", and around similar weight, and looks somewhat similar, like kind of stomach-wise.
No, Trump has to be fatter than that. It has to be. He
Like,
has
what
to
would
be
you
fatter.
push though? Like 250, 260?
Dude, I was 280. I would put 40 more on
280?
it. 280. I think he's pushing 280. See, like there's people like who hold their obesity in certain ways. I think Trump is one of those people who are like he's a presidential muffin top.
A presidential muffin top. I did not know that was a classification of obesity.
It's a presidential muffin top, right? So,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he has to be a 280. He has to be a 280. Like 243, that's stretching it. Especially the way his diet and how he's all cooked up on speed and diet pills. No. No one believes that. There's athletes that height and that weight, and they they're like ripped to shreds, especially
Well,
on
I mean,
high.
it's the difference between carrying muscle or fat, though. I highly doubt that he hits 6 hours in the gym every day.
I mean, you just have to see him like Trump playing golf, right? Then this turned into like a fucking gossip column in like 5 seconds.
Kind of has, yeah. We lost everybody now. We had 4 viewers for a minute. They came in, then we started talking about Trump's obesity, and then everyone left.
It just shows 4 right now, but yeah, you're probably right. You probably have the update on like.
Okay, yeah, they're all gone. We started talking about Trump's weight, and they all left.
Yeah, I see it now. Oh, I hate it how. Yeah. Yeah,
Dang, 4 viewers. You were almost on the second row.
I know, right?
Oh well.
I guess they wanted like political like insight and like basically
Yeah,
a
talking about.
a
But
doctoral.
instead, I mean, you and I, we just get off. I'm supposed to be taking this test. I'm only on page 2 out of 6.
You're taking a test. What's the
Well,
test about?
That quiz or whatever.
Quiz.
That political quiz
Oh.
that I mentioned like 30 minutes ago.
Let's see. Stream. Let's see. Yeah, I jumped down to 2. I probably can get. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we lost the third person we held on to for a while. Oh well. We'll probably get more into like the the nuance of things. Did you enjoy Path of Exile?
Yeah, I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah, I mean, I used to be really big into like the first 1 and 2 Diablos.
Mm-hmm.
So like it like hit that perfect like itch. I was like, yes, I miss this. We gotta get you on Discord. Be all fancy. It's like, come join me on my Discord one day.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this thing actually blows up. Yeah, people are starting to get more and more viewers. I'm sitting there with two, and someone else is playing. I'm stuck between someone who's playing Legend of Zelda and World of Warcraft. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's okay though. Beggars can't be choosers.
I mean the whole channel is or the whole political section and stuff has only gained maybe like 10 viewers since you and I switched over here.
It's true. I mean, but there's Iran coverage live at the White House.
Yeah, he's been at the
News.
top since we got here.
Yeah, I think it's because he has like the good shit going on right now, right? Maybe if
So they can flip off the
say what?
people
it-
want to give him donations. They're saying how much do I have to donate so you can flip off the police, or how much do I have to donate so you can flip off the White House?
Oh, lucky bastard lives in fucking lives in the area, so he can. Man, it's probably gonna make like $10,000 a day.
In the Middle East. So, to the person that you think that you're going to be voting for in 2020, I would kindly ask you to reconsider who you're going to be putting your support behind, because the person you are supporting currently does not care about American lives, doesn't care
Oh, wow,
about
the,
foreign lives, doesn't care about
top
climate,
channel,
doesn't care about economics. The only thing that they
in
care
Just
about
Chatting,
is what
what's his
does
name?
the
Hassan
Trump
Abi
brand look like
has
based on actions that
15,
they're going to choose to
almost
be doing.
12,000 viewers, 11,500, and he's streaming. Looks like
Roy
CBS
Stang.
and talking
Where do I
about
know your
the
name?
strike and
Oh, Roy
everything.
Stang, an
Oh,
Amy
Hassan, yeah,
supporter.
I'm following him too.
I always hear your name
Okay.
being mentioned when you go into Amy C3's channel. Roy Stang, thank you for coming over here a little bit tonight. I really appreciate that. That is not the White House. That is the Treasury building.
People don't know what the White House looks
Did
like.
you hear me defend Obama? Because I actually didn't hear me say anything about Obama. But it's very kind of you to revert to something that happened 3 years ago and try to project who you think that I'm going to
Could
be
be a
defending.
foreigner,
here in
maybe.
my
I don't know.
channel.
I don't know how
I
much they
think that you
teach.
should go back through and
I'm
look
sure I
at the
don't know
facts
really know what
before
Parliament
you
looks
accuse
like.
me of anything.
You're just going off on
Yeah.
streamer. Hey man, that's what you do to get famous, bro? Is that what you do? Cause I'll do that shit too, man. You know, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You just joined my chat. Fuck you, shit. Let's see. I think I dropped down to 1 because I'm not watching it myself. Let's see. And source. Sure, too. I think I can get some people to watch. Let me see. I hate the way that Android like changes their shit.
What do you mean? You got to update on your phone?
Well, you know when you like you try to copy and paste something. You okay with your wifey watching this or no? On her
What's
phone.
it?
You okay
No,
with wife?
she's asleep.
Oh, okay. Let's see. think that's good, reliable people. Damn, my man's over there like surveying the White House,
I don't
bro.
know if there's any up there or not.
Damn. Oh, bro, it's not the
Not
White House.
We're coming up to the White House pretty soon.
It's the Treasury building. Damn, it's where your money's
If
at.
anybody types out ACAB, I do not actually believe that all cops are bastards. I do think that there are problems inside of the police force, but I don't think that it's anything beneficial to type out such a reductive statement about it. So if you want
What's in the big white building?
put them on Twitter, put them on Reddit, but if you actually want to talk to me and have a serious conversation,
You said what?
Looks like some U.S. propaganda starting to spread on Twitter.
Nice. Let's read that shit.
Let's see, what's it say? U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham calls Iranian missile attack an act of war, a quote-unquote act of war. Says Trump has, quote-unquote, all the authority he needs, quote-unquote, to respond. Or, unquote, to respond.
Yeah. Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, of course, representing your constituency fully, right? Not just your own personal feelings. Good shit, Lindsey. You're my idol, bitch. Let's see. And then I think we're back to. Alright. Yeah, my man's just going off on everybody. Let's go back to. Yeah, there's like literally only 3 songs or 4 songs you can repeat on Reddit, not Reddit, on YouTube for it to be copyright free per se.
Say it again?
There's only like 3 or 4 songs on Reddit, well not Reddit, YouTube where you can play over and over again where it's actually copyrighted free. So.
I actually, let me see. Do I still have those links?
Let's see.
See, there's this. It's a royalty-free music website. Just hit search and then you can pick by genre.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's and that's also free or copyright free.
Let's do always hip hop, of course. I really feel like this is like some dude's like undiscovered SoundCloud.
Wow, that's all. Yeah, it's all young carts. But it's 36 pages. Look, can you? Okay, I can't.
I book.
And that's not available.
I went ahead and bookmarked it.
I'm sure you go back and dig through here. Okay, different artist on the next page. Next page, yeah. It's a lot of the same dude.
Yeah, it's some dude like unknown SoundCloud. Just like, alright, fuck it.
Alright.
Reddit and up there. So
Oh my gosh, why is this music so loud? I can't even click on it. There's no volume control on this.
No, that's why I got off of it too. I mean, you could do the mixer volume
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
if you open it up on a different tab. No U.S. No war with Iran.
The trending hashtags or whatever.
Yeah. Let's confirm there was no U.S. casualties. Please stop with the 30 soldiers propaganda. That's literally coming from a dictatorship. The Pentagon says so. The Pentagon is saying that no one's dying, but the White House is saying that people are dying.
Did the White House really say that people died?
Yeah, people were. It just says, oh, for the common trend that I'm seeing right now, it says Pentagon confirmed that there was no U.S. casualties. Please stop with the 30 U.S. soldier propaganda that literally is coming from a dictatorship. When Pentagon says no U.S. soldiers were killed in the Iranian revenge attacks, they're obviously lying. Listen, the U.S. does everything not to lose face right now. Saying only Iraqis lives were lost is done deliberately to sow Iraqi hatred for the Iran sanctions. And it's just going full on bullshit, scorch earth on this shit, man. I'm guessing that's what the no U.S. hashtag is for.
Probably.
Wait, who? Wait, what? Why am I on some random person's Twitter?
Down the Twitter hole, trying to follow the news.
A war with Iran. Look how close they put their country to our military bases. That's funny.
What the heck? I didn't know we had that many military bases out there like that. I knew we had quite a few, but not that many.
Of course, man. We stretch out trillions and trillions of dollars out to these countries, man.
That's true. We do have a crazy military budget.
Jesus Christ. And then, ooh. What the fuck are we gonna do, man? So I'm sitting here chilling at this point. Ugh. You there? You alright?
Sorry,
You tired?
I'm good. I was just still reading all these. It's one of those strongly disagree, agree tests. I'm just slowly working, or quizzes, whatever. I'm working my way through. It's a lot longer than I thought it would be. I don't know if I feel like doing this. What was you remember Taylor, right?
Yeah, we used to play disc golf with him.
Yeah. What was his? It's like his, like he he was fairly politically affluent.
Uh huh.
What was his stance? I don't remember. What was it called?
He was very libertarian.
Libertarian. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was thinking about that earlier today. And I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, he was extremely libertarian minded. I remember at one point I wanted to do a podcast with him because me and him always butted heads, but we were never angry at each other.
You were academic about it.
Huh?
You were academic about it.
Of course. I'm not gonna personal. I mean, if he feels that way, he feels that way. I'm not gonna fault him for that, right?
Yeah. If anything, it makes for interesting conversation because they may not necessarily agree. You might learn something here and there.
Oh yeah, there was a few things we agreed upon that we always laughed about. It was like the the SJW narrative, like how like like just how college campuses are being overrun by people who are just quote unquote snowflakes and all that stuff. That was a few things we agreed upon, but the rest, I always play devil's advocate and challenge him like, hey, do you really think that way? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like,
Right.
like what if this and this happens? And he always will explain his point of view, which I always respected, man. Love the guy. He was awesome. Does he still work?
Dude.
Does he still work at the old place we used to work at?
No, I doubt it. I'm sure I'm pretty sure he's got his master's already. I would not be surprised he's a professor now because that was his end goal. He wanted to be a professor of theology.
Oh yeah, him and his wife were awesome. I like those two.
Mm-hmm.
What about?
I've been thinking about getting back in touch with some of the people from back then.
They were good, man. I actually had more fun working what I'm currently working at now. I had more fun over there.
Yep, the pay wasn't super great, but at least they were good people.
Yeah, that always made it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's almost Wednesday. Halfway through the week.
Wait, what?
What?
Iran took and concluded proportionate measures in self-defense under Article 51 of UN Charter, targeting base from which... Lord, hold on. Let me get my reading comprehension on. Hold on. Okay. I'm just like going at each word rather than reading it as a sentence.
That's right. Put them glasses on. I got you.
All right. Iran took and concluded proportionate measures in self-defense under Article 51 of UN Charter targeting base. UN Charter targeting base. That's so clunky. Targeting base from which cowardly armed attack against our citizens and senior officials were launched. We do not see escalation of war, but will defend ourselves against any aggression. Who are you? You are the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic of Iran. So he's saying that they took proportionate measures of self-defense according to the UN Charter, targeting those bases as retaliation for the assassination of their general. So they're saying that this is their response, and they don't seek war, but they're just retaliating in what way they see is proportional.
The position that the Iranians are now, it's like almost proportional. Well, not proportional, not in symmetrical view of what the Americans were at during the height of 9/11 and also the announcement of the Iraq War. Okay, what do you do? Like, what do? You don't want to have a war with a country that's like has the strongest military on the planet.
Yeah.
But then you have to basically please your people and please your people and saying, hey, all this shit happened, but let's not go to war. That's not a good look. What do you do in that situation? So I'm gonna fix this real quick.
Man, they're just looking for sympathizers. It's their justification.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not really much. I don't know. I mean, this is one of two things. We go to war, we don't go to war. I mean, those are two options right now.
Right. That's true. Let's see. But do we go to war? Is that the option? Would you want us to go to war?
Because I'm uninformed, I'd have to probably have someone who is informed explain to me the benefits of going to war. Like, is there anything to gain out of this, or is this just gonna be deaths on both sides for no reason type of thing?
So let's say that this war will have the economic benefit of perpetuating the United States into being much more of a let's see, tradable power that they can move oil much more freely, you know, causing the amount of like goods and services that you take, like that you use to be cheaper, basically.
Right.
What does that sound to you? Does that sound like legitimate, or does it sound like a whole bunch of like, I don't think that's the worth of lives of millions of Iranians?
Right. Yeah. If the trade-off for deaths on the Iranian, both military and civilian, and also U.S. soldiers, I mean, undoubtedly, and also allied powers on each side, if the trade-off is the deaths of all these people and then putting the United States in a stronger, strategically a stronger trade position, I don't know. I think just because there's other layers involved as far as economics are concerned, I don't think that war is the best way to gain the upper hand.
I agree.
I suppose that's
Yeah, makes sense. It really does make a whole bunch of sense. I don't know, like people nowadays that.
oh, looks like Trump sent a tweet out.
Uh-oh.
What did he say? He tweeted this 7 minutes ago.
All is well. Missiles launched from Iran at 2 military bases located in Iraq. Assessment of casualty and damages taking place now. So far, so good. We have the most powerful, well-equipped military airborne in the world by far. I will be making a statement tomorrow morning. Jesus.
Tomorrow morning. Why you wait so long?
Thanks for the update. After reading this tweet from Iran's foreign ministers, I'm hoping that this was all a bluster to demonstrate Iranian spirit and nothing else. Why? It doesn't make any sense. I actually kind of like the changes I made to the live stream, to be honest with you.
Moving your camera over?
Yeah, the webcam, instead of having a little box. I can see why a lot of the streamers are doing like that thing that where, you know, basically it's just them. It doesn't have like anything too fanciful.
You talking about like a green screen behind you, or just like a more minimal kind of?
Minimal thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And, I was thinking about doing a green screen behind me too.
Yeah, green screens are not that expensive, really. And the software, you can probably get a free green screen software to edit you out. Green screen on Amazon, probably what? Not even. You can probably just go to your nearest arts and crafts store, get like a green sheet of felt
Probably
for like what, $10-15, and then just prop it up.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right, be right back.
All right. Meanwhile, I want to continue the stream. Take it over. I know there's not many other viewers in here. Looks like there's probably one other person here. Mind jumping in the chat, sharing an opinion, what you think with this whole Iranian retaliation, Trump's view, and what the U.S.'s position, Iranian position, allied positions are. Any thoughts or comments on that? I mean, I'd love to hear it.
I know. Shut the fuck up.
No.
You know what'd be nice?
So,
See people, see like such and such is typing.
yeah. Yeah, that'd be really cool for like smaller communities. But I imagine, when you have, once you start getting up to the hundreds or thousands of viewers, I imagine that might get a little taxing, or I don't know how you would display all that.
Yeah, I would turn that shit off. Turn that shit straight off, man. Let's see, what time is it? In 4 minutes, I'll probably end the stream and we can play some Apex if you want.
Yeah, man. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
What you mean it's been a while? It's only been like a couple days.
It's been like 3 days. It's so long.
All right. Hopefully we got our mojo backs.
Yeah.
It's so weird, man. You know, like you will be on, right? For a minute, and then Armando's not on. And then Armando's on, but you're never on. Do y'all share computers?
We've been secretly roommates for the past 3 years.
You know, right?
My marriage is a lie.
Oh, that's that one
His relationship
closet.
with Ashley is a lie.
What's that one closet y'all let me go? He doesn't let me go through.
That one closet. Yep.
It's probably like a portal to your house.
The little cartoon black hole.
All right. Man, this is really good hummus.
I was just thinking that comment I just made out of context. Probably if she was awake, probably doesn't sound too great.
What?
Saying my marriage is a lie. Out of context, that sounds.
Yeah,
too great.
I'm trying to post this on my YouTube channel.
I don't mean it like that.
I'm getting spousal trouble and shit because of me.
Nah, it'd be all right. I get myself in trouble a lot anyway.
Yeah, same here. Anti-fake news. You know what? It's nice to see what Donald Trump's saying because, you know, it's always bullshit. But what about his dumbass kids? Let's look at that.
You know, I don't know much about his kids.
Good. Just keep it that way. 1,110 tweets in the last hour. God damn. Oh, this is, yeah, it's just him brandishing the Hillary Clinton rifle.
Okay, sure.
As a German citizen currently living in Iran, now living in Berlin, I have an opinion. Hilarious. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, this shit is more important than his fucking dad's Twitter. I would give props to the people who are like doing these memes.
I just saw that one. That's so stupid.
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, completely random. That second meme, that animated one.
Uh huh.
All you gotta do is ask you a question.
What's up?
Chat.
Am I in the military? No. I have a whole bunch of family in the military. And friends.
Yeah, and I'm married into a military family, but I'm not serving myself either.
The unfortunate circumstances is seeing a bunch of your friends and family going off to a war that they didn't sign up for. They only signed up for security.
I got a buddy of mine that's I don't know if is he still active duty? He was in the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple high school friends that enlisted Army and one in the Air Force. Yeah, it's crazy to think, heck, some of them might be out there right now. I don't even know. I lost touch with a lot of them.
No. That fucking sucks. They say that the 82nd Airborne Fort Bragg, which is 3 hours away, basically from us. Yeah, we're already sending troops over, anticipating this. So, yeah, unfortunately, our men and women from at Fort Bragg has to be sent over just to, be casualties of war, just for the push the narrative that United States imperialism has to keep being spread across the Middle East. I don't know. So, like, put yourself in the position of like military personnel. Like, do you refuse orders, which is basically a crime against the United States and the Constitution that you swore an oath to, or do you continue on?
Treason, right?
I think so. Or do you continue on, like, serving your leaders in hopes that they're gonna serve you into, serve you into doing your duty proper. Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Like, how would you feel? Like, you're sitting there, like, yesterday you were having a party at the barracks. Everyone was chilling, laughing, and playing. Then all of a sudden, that one person brings up, "Yo, we just killed Iran's fucking general, man. I think we're going to war." You know how quiet that fucking room would be.
Right.
I remember like living on base, and it's just like hearing some of my family members, my friends being deployed. I'm like, bruh, I don't understand. But we're not going to war. You look, I'm not gonna say this definitely that we're not going to war, but like the actions are taking place to set us up to go to war. So our best bet is to rationalize and brainstorm and think about why, like why did we go into war in the first place? What justification do we have? If so be. If not, then we all good. This is just all for bullshit, right? We're just shooting the shit. That make sense? Yeah.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. I mean,
that's our best case scenario. We're not going to war.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just be like, oh, we're shooting shit, and thank God we didn't go to fucking war. Thank God we didn't sacrifice young American lives for no reason, for the rich man to get richer, and for the military-industrial complex to expand more and further into the Middle East.
Yeah, I mean, with the way modern kind of militaries, to my understanding anyway, handle these types of aggressive acts, if anything, there might be some sort of police action, like some military police action. It's not going to be labeled war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's going to go full-on war. It's fun to circle jerk and all that sort of stuff, saying, oh, we're going to war, World War III, we're going to nuke everybody, quoting Einstein, World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to escalate quite to that degree. Because, I mean, at this point, with how trade is and allied countries, it cripples really nowadays the entire world to go to war. So it's really going to hit everybody.
Yeah. And just like how like the stock market is currently being affected. What are they saying on TV? Sorry, I just want to ask a question. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
It was a DFKGF. Yeah, I don't have access to TV. What's the TV saying?
Yeah, we don't do cable in this motherfucker.
Yeah, no, she get cable. Too poor. Internet's all I can get. But yeah, it looks like U.S. officials are going to wait till at least tomorrow morning to put out some official statement.
Right, because they got to get their lie together. I mean, if you're going to lie, just wait a little bit before you lie. That way the lie could be a little bit more believable, right? If you lie on the spot, you'd be like, oh, shit. Like, I didn't mean to say that.
Okay.
They're just showing the missiles failures in the sky. So basically what Robert De Niro posted on Twitter, just sensationalizing it. It's just like, you could just see, like, if you zoom closer and closer to, like, the Fox News and the CNN and, like, MSNBC anchors, you can see, like, their drool coming off. Because now they have something to talk about for months. Cruise missiles launching. Yeah, this is going to be for months. War they can talk about constantly. Right, longer. War has a longer cycle than like top news of the day. Like Trump tweeted something bad, blah 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 blah. That's like a day cycle, right? A celebrity dying, 2 or 3 day cycle. A controversial like missing persons, that's 3 or 4 days. A war, that shit can last for weeks, man. Because a lot of what if questions are always imposed on war. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. See, I think there was a one.
Yeah, I mean,
What is this
life
little?
moves on.
What is this video people keep posting on Twitter, man? Hold on. Like, what is this about? They keep doing this little white girl thing.
Man, that video is so sad. Have you seen that video?
No.
You gotta watch it. It's so sad.
De Niro is silly. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's a powerful statement. I guess, right?
Yeah, that was for a serious campaign. Cause I mean, a lot of messed up stuff going on over there. Did you see the award show thing? What the? Oh, what's that English actor? I can't think of his name when he like roasted all everybody.
Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, man, that video. That's. I mean, I've mentioned it before. You know.
Yeah, man.
Not necessarily just the American public, but a lot of, first world countries are very removed from the reality that is war. No one really wants to go to war. It's not pretty,
Right.
It's not all this Hollywoodized, the hero saves the day. It's like, nah, everybody dies. There are no winners.
Nope. There's never any winners of Globe and Globes. Let's see, Golden. Yeah, never any winners in war. No one.
I mean, yeah, there may be some short-term game, some long-term game, but it's kind of one of those like philosophical, was it worth it type of thing,
Yeah, never is. The answer is always no. I keep seeing that video. I'm like, what the fuck is this about? But yeah, it's basically tailored, quote unquote, propaganda to show you, like, hey, this could happen to your white ass. Because you notice she had a British accent. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Hey man, I guess that video is important to watch. You see a little girl going through the fucking hell's war, and that's going on to little people, children right now. Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah.
I have to put in this. See, imagine being born in the Middle East at this point.
You might want to pull that photo down. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of richness culturally in the Middle East, and there's a lot of really, really interesting, really fascinating history out there. But there's just so much, just not just in the Middle East, but just evil in the world. It's just, I don't understand.
Yeah. shit. Escalate timer in crisis. I watched the last
Yeah.
half. Yeah, man, the last half is important in that video.
Mm-hmm.
Cinco, Miguel, cinco. Tienes cinco.
Nice. Molto bene.
Should I do like the other guy who was streaming political and start roasting? Like, why the fuck are you guys watching my shit? I'm playing.
No. Trump isn't impeached. He was impeached by the House, but not. He wasn't convicted through the Senate.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That's completely right. One legal scholar says it has to go to the Senate. Well,
Yeah, it has to go to Senate for him to be.
It's
you,
in it.
you go ahead.
no, it's in the Constitution. I mean, even though he is technically quote unquote impeached, he can't be removed from office without basically 61 votes for the Senate. And right now, basically, the Senate is stonewalling any votes on removing Trump from office or like actually doing a trial. McConnell's just saying he's just grandstanding, saying that no, he's not going to basically bring witness to the trial. But now, since Pelosi's holding the articles of impeachment being presented to the floor of the Senate, McConnell's feeling pressure to actually do his job and see if actually hold a trial for Trump to be removed from office. Or like technically he is impeached. Even if the Senate votes not to remove Donald Trump, he's still an impeached president. And that's just like labeling like say if you committed a crime. Like one good example that would be analogous to it is like if you were if you're a sexual offender, you're basically that label's with you for life. That's kind of how you can see it as like Trump is an impeached president, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't even if the House is full of a bunch of Democrats, they still voted to impeach him with the evidence presented to him, with all the testimonies and all of the committees that reviewed the evidence. They decided, hey, like he's impeachment. He's impeached. The guy Feldman said he's not impeached. Feldman.
Let's see who's this. I just googled Feldman. A lot of Feldmans popped up. Noah Feldman.
It's a
He's a
damn.
professor of law at Harvard University and was a clerk to the U.S. Supreme Court. I'm assuming that Noah Feldman or Feldman.
Feldman, I think Feldman.
He's a damn legal scholar. Oh Lord, scholar. Can't read. Legal scholar because that's English.
No, I don't think Noah Feldman took that position. I think Noah Feldman took the position of that impeachment is the only option at this current point. I think I know who you're talking about. There were 4 legal scholars in the Judiciary Committee, and one of them believed that his argument was that Trump shouldn't be impeached because it wasn't in a timely manner. That's what he was saying. Like, hey, we're not taking enough time to review the evidence and impeach Trump. We should take longer. And I forgot who. Oh, here we go. That's
Okay, yeah. He's saying that was him, or she, or whoever, or non-binary. It's 2020. I don't know.
I know who he's talking about. I just gotta find his name. He hates Trump. Yes, yeah, he's backing him. The thing is,
Wouldn't necessarily...
Hmm?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're the streamer.
Oh, I wouldn't say he hated Trump. I would just say that he was very partial to the fact that Trump was being impeached, and like legal scholars, people forget that they have to save face. And like he didn't really argue against the facts. I hate this New York Times description thing. He didn't really argue the fact that Trump should be impeached. He argued that this is it's not done in a timely manner.
Okay. Was he attempting to be like a non-partisan academic kind of view? Was that his attempt?
No, his
Like,
view
what
was
he was trying to do?
his view was very partisan-esque in terms like he was just he wasn't really defending against the evidence presented against Trump. He was just defending the process, and that's what McConnell wanted to do, defend against the process. Yeah, and that was he was basically set forth to do it. Oh, Jonathan Turley, that's him. That's who did it. Jonathan Turley was the one that did it. And I mean, he's not a dumb dude at all. So I mean, he's ridiculously intelligent, but
He's educated dudes, yeah.
yeah. So I wouldn't say that like his point of view was very just like, hey, I'm just gonna be the one that, because he was the one that Republicans wanted in the Judiciary Committee to testify against impeachment. But he didn't like, if you listen to him, he didn't necessarily say anything to the fact of that, but he alluded like, maybe so, maybe not. I know it sounds all wishy-washy, but that's the best I can remember watching that fucking 16-hour judiciary proceeding.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really watch much of it. I probably should have. Charlie's a Democrat.
Fails to meet the standard of clear and convincing evidence.
I do, by a considerable measure.
Now let me turn again to the book Tend to Presidency. In that book, the authors state the following, quote, accepting the most extraordinary
I'm gonna be right back. I need to get myself something to eat.
impeaching with a
Okay.
partial or plausibly contested understanding of key facts is a bad idea. Professor Turley, do you think that impeaching in this case would constitute impeaching with a partial or plausibly contested understanding of key facts?
I think that that's clear because this is one of the thinnest records ever to go forward on impeachment. I mean, the Johnson record, once again, we can debate because that was the fourth attempt at an impeachment. But this is certainly the thinnest of a modern record. If you take a look at the size of the record of Clinton and Nixon, they were massive in comparison to this, which is almost wafer thin in comparison. And it has left doubts, not just doubts in the minds of people supporting President Trump, doubts in the minds of people like myself about what actually occurred. There's a difference between requesting investigations and a quid pro quo. You need to stick the landing on the quid pro quo. You need to get the evidence to support it.
Boy, did that statement not age well. So basically what they found not too long ago is that Trump actually had emails of him knowing that it was a I don't even know how to say the proper fallacy correctly. Quid pro quo of him basically withholding the money that was set aside for Ukraine military that the Congress already voted for. I'm guessing Turley was just gish galloping on the fact that he doesn't believe that the evidence presented was strong enough, which I kind of agree with what you're saying. It's kind of a flimsy thing. And abuse of power was not very specific to what Trump should be impeached for. Abuse of power could be used any which way. Let's say like a Democratic president was to show up and be elected, that the Republicans will just put that into articles of impeachment day one. Like say if the Democratic president wanted to use his executive power to forgive all student loan debt. The Republicans can repeat, well, that's abuse of power. You're not allowed to. You didn't ask Congress, nor did you review it with the judicial branch. So yeah, it kind of leaves an open door to it. But I think that was the Democratic plan all along, just in case Trump is reelected again. So we never know that's the case, right? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you want to add more to it? I mean, we can argue up all day about Turley. I for one don't have Trump derangement syndrome. I fucking hate him. But if he does good shit, I'm like, yeah, he does good shit on it. Like, I'm not gonna disagree with people who do the right thing and the betterment of the American people. But lately, the track record's been terrible. Oh Lord, here we go. see. Anything else that you want to add into it? I really appreciate your input, man. Spectrum. Let's see. No, I would say fuck Hillary too, man. I mean, I remember at one point that Hillary wanted to have fucking war with Russia. Hillary was not the best choice. None of the two were the best choice. There was no two lesser evils. There was just two evils that we had to pick. And which axiom, which axiom we're gonna philosophize? Which person is gonna lead us to World War III? That's basically what the vote was in 2016. Yeah, I believe she's the most capable candidate, but it would be no different. Like, we'll be in the same situation, but we'll have more nuance in justifying us going to World War III. Unlike Trump, who was just blundering idiocy, throwing all at the wall and see what sticks to the people who worship at Trump's feet, right? Because he's not really doing it for the people who don't care about him. He's just doing it for the people who will follow him to the ends of the earth. And once they reach the ends of the earth, he's going to use every single body that worship him as a bridge until he can reach the other side. Oh, the whole to be honest, I don't give a fuck about the gender or like the race or like sexual orientation of the president. Just fix the deficit. Like fix the deficit. Like, says the first lady. Hello. I hear you, man. I see you. I see your comments. Like, it wouldn't be a monarchy in a sense. I mean, it would be a dynasty. I think that's what you're trying to look for. Let's see. Oh, it's not a video. Oh, man. What the I keep passing like... Oh, man. That's actually kind of funny. I like that meme. What do you mean by marriage? I mean, she was the first lady of the president of the United States, but then she'll be her own president at the time. It would be like a dynasty. Trump's response tomorrow. So, Trump's response will probably be something that's already pre-crafted and a teleprompter for him to speak to the American people. I think now, like, the Trump administration knows, like, hey, like, there's a lot of dissent going on right now in terms of the subjugation of Iran and the potential war that's going to be fought. So it's going to be something that's already written for him. And knowing Trump, depending on how he feels, depending on how much Sudafed he takes, if he's going to go off the script. But I think Trump is going to be very scripted tomorrow morning. He's going to just go over and say, hey, they did this, they did that. Iran Soleimani was responsible for over 300 deaths of U.S. military soldiers, and this was just in response to retaliation for Iran and their constant, their constant, what you call it? How would I say this correctly? Their constant detriment to U.S. imperialism, not say imperialism, but basically Americans. I don't want to repeat the same words. American sovereignty, the American way, which basically Trump's going to say that we tried to improve the Middle East, but Iran always stepped in our necks. That's basically what they're going to say. I mean, I thought there was the land of the choice, being the option to go to serve, right? And there's plenty of troops right now, so hey, if it needs be and I need to go serve, I'll go serve. I think the stepping stones of war are going on right now in terms of like there's a lot of finger pointing and say, hey, you did this, you did that, fuck it, let's go to war, right? Because if our leaders get too emotional, too irrational, Trump, we're going to go to war, whether we like it or not. That's basically, he's going to declare it, and then Trump has to fight two war fronts, basically. The one in his own domestic country where Congress is not going to agree, especially the House saying that, hey, you can't declare war without coinciding in us. We have to declare war legally. And Iran and the other 15 or 20 or so wars we're already into now. It's going to be a shit show. That's fine. I mean, that's just you not listening. She married a president, therefore she becomes one too. It's not because Hillary married a president per se. It's because, she was elected president. That's the difference. It's a rich man war because of the, because you're not fighting for your safety, or you're not fighting for your allies. You're fighting for rich people qualms and quarrels with each other. These are billionaires, billionaires and trillionaire countries, trillion-dollar countries fighting for no reason, fighting because they didn't like each other, not because they did something against you, the American people. I think China and Russia's way of getting involved will part of be more of an economic way. I think China's probably trying to stay neutral. They are allied with Iran. I think China's and Russia's way. China's way would probably be like, hey, what can we maximize our economy? How can we better take advantage of the situation by bringing profit to our country? That's probably China's way. It has everything to do with finances. What do you think the U.S. does this for? The history of Bill Clinton, the Clinton marriage is a very complicated one, but for sure Hillary Clinton always strived to be president. Thanks, yeah. I think some people are just angry. Some people will defend their guy to the to the ends of the earth, and all they're going to be used is bodies and stepping stones. And what we did was we did a war crime as well. We killed one of their top generals. It's like, I don't know how much more to justify it. It's like smacking someone in the face and crying when they punch you right back. There's no way getting around it. It's an eye for an eye mentality. You think that you're just going to sit there like this happened, like say a different country. Let's not even talk about Iran. Let's say a different country attack and kill one of the U.S. generals out of nowhere, out of spite, because they had beef with us. You don't think the U.S. is going to respond in the same way? Like, hey, we're killing everybody. So when the onus is placed on a different country and that's happened to them, what do you think the case is going to be? Like, this is all like fields. This is all like generals and rich oligarchs, the military industrial complex, basically titter-tatting for each other and trying to find the best way to maximize profit. Maximize profit and financially means that destabilizing countries allows them to come in and be the saviors of those countries in terms of rebuilding their infrastructure, taking more and more percentage control of their natural resources, and raping the land politically, setting up a dictator, which is called regime change, and in place of previous leaders, so they can have it their way. It's the same playbook that's been going on for decades now. If you can't see that, you're not really watching it. You're not really paying attention to what's going on. That's the biggest issue. I hope I made that more clear now, and you have to be so upset with the response. I mean, the United States is flagrantly breaking international law, war laws, Geneva Conventions, for doing the things and actions they do. And in retaliatory responses shouldn't be looked like, oh my God, why would you do that to us? No, it should be looked at, we understand, we fucked up, we're going to war, or look, we need to come to an agreement with this. That shows strength. That shows that you can stay calm in the midst of chaos. But now it's just like, hey, who's going to kill who, right? This is not going to be no walk in the park. Even though we have the biggest military on the planet that's, that spends more money than most countries combined, that doesn't mean we're going to win. It's like we didn't win Vietnam. We didn't win Iraq. We didn't win any of those unwanted wars in the Middle East. Let's see. I think my thing stopped. It says Iran threatened Israel and UAE, United Arab Emirates today. They also said if any way U.S. attacks comes from the UAE, Israel wars, they will attack them. Yeah, I mean that's the equivalent to like you get in a fight. It's a one-on-one. You pull back and you see the friends basically coming in closer and closer. You're just telling everyone who's in that circle who you know is a part of the, who backs your opponent. Anyone who wants the hands can get it, right? We throw hands. It's a similar mentality. You say, hey, you back the United States, so obviously you sanction this. You want this to happen to us. Let's just hope it doesn't go to nuclear bombs, because if it goes to nuclear bombs, we're all fucked. You can be conservative, you can be a Democrat, we're all fucked. The only people who are going to be unfucked are the people who pay for those rich ass the wealthy people who pay for those escape bunkers from who are protected from nuclear fallout. Because even if you don't get hit by a nuclear bomb, the fallout itself will basically devastate the land. So if it gets to nuclear weapons, I mean, I'm gonna run around naked on Twitch, because it wouldn't even matter at this point, because I don't have no fucking nuclear bunker. I don't have nothing of that, nor do most of you. It's over. It's over. It's done. Like, if you don't believe in a God, you make one up and you pray to it, because at that point, it's all over. Everything that you worked for, everything you dreamed about, it's all over. I know, right? Those. What's it? I think it was Doomsday. Doomsday preppers. You think they're gonna use, if Iran use nuclear bombs, man? The moment it becomes nuclear is the moment that everyone loses. Everyone. People who decided I'm not even going to be involved are going to lose, because the fallout is going to just devastate. Iran nukes America. America nukes Iran to the fucking oblivion, and Russia starts nuking United States just for the opportunity. And China says, "Fuck it, we want to nuke people too." So they nuke their enemies, and the enemies that have nukes would nuke. It would just be a clusterfuck. Well, the reason why Iranian people don't care if they die is because they have a different, I want to say ideology, but they have a different mindset. And where American people, when they join the military, they have to be curtailed into the military mindset and serving the United States. Iranian people already coming up the jump. They have a religious clasp into like what's going on. So it's not only for my country, it's also for my religion, my way of life. Well, America is like, this is just for me, for America, or for me. I hope we don't use nukes. People laugh and like joke about it, but if it comes to nukes, yeah, man, I don't. The day this, I'm trying to replace the majority of Shia, not Muslims, the fake Muslims. They believe that if they die, it kills them. If they die, it kills the infidels. They're going to gain in heaven. Oh, it's not really a racist perspective. It's more of like a religious viewpoint. That's wrong in Islam. I'm atheist, but I read many religions. I mean, yeah, I'm agnostic to religious too, but that fundamentalism, it digs in deep. Just like right now, you may be atheist. If you didn't grow up atheist, a lot of your beliefs and your moralities, like kind of like stem from the fact that you were religious at one point. Probably now that you're growing, you've grown more into yourself and you're understanding yourself more spiritually, that more of your morality is being tailored to your experiences instead of what you've been taught as a young Christian and whatnot. What is this? Are you the same page? This is basically Muslim religion, and when it comes to Iranian people enlisting to fight the war, potential war we have against America. Let's see. It's not doomsday preppers, but doomsday bunkers. That's what I wanted to see. Are you coming back on, Miguel, or nah? I just got here.
That's why I had myself muted this entire time.
Oh yeah. Were you talking?
I mean, a little bit here and there. I was like, he probably didn't hear me. Whatever.
Yeah, I heard you. So yeah, but dude, you seen like the doomsday bunkers? Because they were talking about nuclear war. I was like, yo, if it becomes nuclear, the only people who are going to be safe are the 1%ers who have these doomsday bunkers, who can withstand basically the world ending at one point. So, yeah, we all gonna die besides them.
Yeah, I mean, if it does come to nuclear war, it's not gonna be happy times for anybody, really.
Nope. Oh, see, look, now it say I'm doing a 1v1 talk with himself.
Yeah, it was.
Would you wanna? Would I want to live after a nuclear war?
Oh, I don't know.
I would say not. I would. You know what? I would say yes. I've actually been thinking about this a long time lately. I actually would love. Not love. What the fuck? I actually would see myself living afterwards because, like, you know what? I could survive, and if the fallout doesn't kill me, then we'll see. I can see what I can contribute to society to bring it back to the way it is, or even better. Albert Einstein said, "I know not what weapons."
It's funny. I said that exact quote earlier. That's funny.
Yeah. Yep.
I said that exact quote.
Yeah. It's not gonna be any fun whatsoever. Yeah.
Would it be any fun?
No, not at all. No. Like, we can even get fictional with this. Like, if, like, say the nuclear holocaust basically happens, there might be a possibility that some humans like actually might be mutated from it and become like cannibalistic fucking zombies and rip you to shreds. Yeah, or
yeah.
Or worse, they become libertarians. Let me stop.
I was drinking water. It's not fair.
I got this Corona extra. Would you like to live, Teenra, on after the nuclear holocaust, or no? Would you want to be like the optimal blast zone?
Or just one and done and just not have to worry about it?
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, living in any sort of apocalyptic scenario, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be hard. You're going to be struggling to survive. You don't know who you can trust,
Right.
potentially, you know?
Right.
Nah, it's not going to be fun unless you somehow are able to position yourself at the top of the food chain and wherever you are.
Yeah.
Over 30 miles from London.
Yeah, you're
How?
fucked.
What's
You're fucked.
the fallout range for?
A nuclear blast?
Yeah.
I can
Actually, I
imagine.
don't know.
I want to say 6 to 12 miles.
I mean, yeah, in theory, recreating new rules, creating a new life, you know, in theory, it sounds fun and interesting, you know, kind of recreating who you are.
Yeah.
Get to Australia. I don't know. I mean, that place is currently under fire right now.
Imagine.
I mean, it's not a laughing. Honestly, it's not a laughing matter. I shouldn't be laughing. It's pretty messed up. But
a billion animals died, man. This is crazy, man.
fire over nuclear? Yeah, I'll take fire. But if I had to pick, I would take fire over nuclear. You're right.
That's right. I mean, at least fire could at least fire could be taken out with, other
you're
methods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuclear. That's
So-
it.
Does it mention
I'm trying to speed read.
just Control F?
Yeah, right. I know that it was a National Geographic thing that was talking about nuke, like if a nuke went off. But I can imagine.
General wants to know if it's cool if he puts a link or he,
Sure.
she.
Sure, go for it. Oh, here we go. Also, kilotons. It's basically as power. Oh, survivability.
Oh, maybe you have links restricted. Maybe.
No, I don't.
No?
It depends if like the links have like a racist like what like thing on it. I blocked that. You see the thing looking where Iran is located.
Pull up a map. Getting you with a nuclear bomb. I mean, you're gonna hit a lot.
And for some reason, like 6 to 12 miles sounds right. But think about it, like the new capabilities of nuclear warfare is probably like far past what happened in Japan. Oh yeah, if you nuke, the thing is too, if you nuke Iran, look what's next to Iran. Saudi Arabia.
Interesting.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the website that they said to check. My bad. Continue.
Oh yeah, post it on Discord, if you don't mind. All of Turkey, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, because just like I was saying, you nuke Iran, right? Let's say you shoot Tehran. You nuke Tehran, and Iraq will be would deal with the fallout. Saudi Arabia dealing with the fallout? No. That's not gonna happen. India might deal with some fallout as well. Fuck that. Nope. It's like I say, all's going to hell. Like, oh, you nuke me, I'm gonna nuke my enemy. It's not gonna be like, oh, we're gonna defend this country by nuking America. No, it's like, look, all right, the nukes are out, so that means it's over. We're nuking everyone we hate, and whoever's the last one to survive, good luck. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that Church Takanawa driving. Oh, I'm turning left. Good luck, everybody else. Yeah, that's basically what that is. It's true. Iran is fucking huge compared to Japan. In this country, Japan survived 2 nukes. And a third one if you count Fukushima. Right?
Fukushima, was that the nuclear
The nuclear reactor that felt like
yeah, the
collapse?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So 3 nukes.
Well, that one didn't oh, I don't remember exactly what happened entirely in Fukushima. Ooh, my history is rusty.
I feel like if I do this, the FBI are like put me on the no-fly list.
You're gonna end up on a list somewhere.
I know, right? Let's do Boston. Fuck Boston.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. I guess we'll be safe. Fukushima leak didn't go critical. Yeah, it didn't go critical, but there still was a shit ton of fallout that spilled over the Pacific Ocean. You know, the Chernobyl radiation was going to spread really far. Luckily, there was some kind of strong wind that stopped it. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I heard that the information long ago in a documentary used a smallish nuke. Try that Tasha bomb. Let's see about Chernobyl. Wasn't it because they quarantined the neighboring cities that Chernobyl didn't like spread out? In like the lucky gust of wind, like she said, or he. I'm sorry.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. 'Cause I don't remember off the top of my head.
Jesus Christ! That's almost a whole fucking state. What? Half a fucking state.
Click on look at under basic options. You can see casualties and radioactive fallout checkboxes. And then detonate it again.
We'll be alright. 2 million. That's not bad. It's only Boston.
For that SAR bomb on Iran.
I know, right? Yeah, man. We're talking about nuclear war here, man. It's funny that we're like talking about it so casually.
All right.
I'll put this on top. No, bottom right. Chat on the left. Put me on the bottom right. There we go. Yeah, like, it's so funny that we're talking about it so. I promise it's terms of service. Just write it out. And me and Miguel was just looking up on Google. What are you trying to say? Wait, you cannot click the link. Unfortunately, I have the links blocked. I think it's couple.
It's not showing up. I'll show you how it's showing up for us, like this.
Like triple stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because I think I was doing one stream before and someone like basically linked Pornhub. And I was like, I'm not trying to get banned from fucking Twitch. I only have like 6 fucking followers. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, so just no, just spell out the like don't spell out just spell out the main website. Like if you know www. You're gonna spell that word out .com whatever. Get rid of the underscores. Or like private message me or you know what I should make
something like that.
Something.com. Yeah, you guys can see it, but unfortunately I can't. Let me do something. Look at Miguel.
Maybe we just get rid of the .com. You could just copy paste it and then add the .com in yourself. It's probably just recognized it as a valid URL and it's preventing it from pasting in.
I'm going to make.
Location of petroleum deposits.
I think I'm going to see if I can make you a moderator. See if that works. Yeah, I think that was because. Well, add friend, but let's see. How do I make it somewhat a moderator?
It's a good question. You probably have to go through slobs for that. I don't know.
See, okay, I went to.
Or maybe channel settings.
Oh, I probably have to go through channel settings. Let's see if I can do that. I ain't dying for no Israel. When Muhammad Ali said, they ain't call me no N-word. All right. Okay. So let's entertain this, okay? All right, we get to war with Israel. What is your weapon of choice?
Weapon of choice.
Weapon of choice. What is everyone's weapon of choice? You go into Israel, you have one weapon, and you let's say all like nukes and rocket launchers. The explosives are out of the question. Those are you can't pick
A
them.
gold scar.
Yeah.
And a gold eagle. So Start one tapping everybody.
Pork blood. Oh, see, look. Come on now, man. Come on, be nice. Let's say it. A weapon that shoots bullets. Let's do that. Community. Rules manage.
What we dropping? Tilted Towers.
Huh?
I said, what we dropping, boys? Tilted. Drone Legions. Yeah, Drone Wars. Tamron? Yeah.
I think I did it, Miko.
Yep. Cool.
Let's see, what is this? Radioactive gold, Tehran, let's go. Drone legions. We're dropping. No, it has to be a gun. It has to be a gun. You can't just stop cheating. Stop cheating. Stop cheating. Oh, let's not do guns. All right. That's all different variations of AKs. All right. Terrorists. Oh, this is a meme gun thing. Jesus Christ. Just give me the names. There we go. All right. These weapons that I posted right now. Oh, shit. No one can see it. These guns that I posted right now. This is what I hate about Google's new image thing. Like, okay, here we go.
It pops up now, yeah.
Oh, I appreciate the ad. Don't forget to follow the stream. Every Tuesday and Thursday, hopefully I can do streams. And if not, you can just check out my YouTube channel. I talk about completely different things. Okay, so do you see the guns I have up on the screen? Yes, no?
Yeah, we see it, yeah.
Okay. Let me... Here with the webcam. All right. Which one would you pick? You had only...
Okay.
Any of these in the... let's take the GXG Entertainment as well. Any of these, like, on the board right now. So we got the S80. Let's see. There we go. Got rid of the header. Okay.
Is it AK-47? I just noticed that right in the dead center, AK-47 with a grenade launcher.
Hopefully it's Tucker
Good
Carlson. Let's see. We have the MG42. Damn, man. The 50 cal gets no love. That's the one I'm going with. I'm going, oh, yeah, there we go. I'm going to armor-piercing rounds. Fuck that. Or maybe the M4 carbine. Go see us Liberty. We straight down tonight. I'd be no scoping. you see how funny this is? Jesus.
Okay.
I'll add you as soon as we finish the stream. Anyone who wants to follow or add me as a friend, that's all good. I'll be happy to. Thank you, Miguel, for helping out. So anytime you decide to stream too, I'll hop up in there. 50 cal only works from a distance. When they swarm you, you're out of luck. Well, I hope all the other people who pick the other types of guns can, protect me. We're all in the United States here now. I want to be the 50 cal in the back.
That's the linked image that he sent.
Yeah, if you can't. Which one? Oh, yeah, he posted on Discord.
Mm-hmm. It's the location of Iranian's oil deposits.
Yeah, it's all about the oil, right? Remember the Dave Chappelle sketch? You didn't watch the Chappelle show, did you? Oh, I'm not a Yankee. Well, unfortunately, we're not Yankees neither, so we'll be the first one sent to die.
Oh, you were silent. Hello?
Huh? You hear me? Can you hear? Oh. Sorry, I picked the I put the mute button.
Oh.
My fault on Discord. Yeah, my minus sign on my number key is mute. So what is this again? What am I looking at?
That is the location of the oil deposits that are these Iranian controlled? Is that what these are? Who is that? TKD boy might be able to answer that.
TKD, what we're looking at here? Did you know they use foreskin for skin cream in Israel? Kind of fucked up, right? Yeah, you might want to post that up on the foreskin thing because that sounds like some bullshit right now. I'll believe you. Just post it up. Maybe it's not some bullshit.
And, I remember seeing a while ago that there was some company that used horse semen in lotion.
Send that company on Discord so I can use that.
It's been a while. That might have been a meme. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Let's see.
See, this is the awesome thing about being a fucking American. Everyone jokes about their inevitable death to the nuclear holocaust, right? Everyone's like,
Horrible.
yeah, let's talk about foreskins. Let's talk about guns we're going to use to go to war, but eventually the nukes are going to take us out, right? Iran and Saudi Arabia don't like each other because they're fighting over the same petroleum. You know what gets me? Huh?
I'll continue.
Friend of mine sells horse sperm, cost a fortune. Oh, really?
Yeah, that stuff's expensive.
Well, people who breed horses, there's a shit ton of people here in North Carolina. It's ridiculous how many people breed horses. Saudis come, to be honest. Imagine being a Sunni. Yeah, you're a Sunni. You're fucking shot to death. They do not believe your way of life at all. Regardless, United States, Iran, none of them believe your way of life because you want to destroy what they have. It's so much conflict. That's like riddle me this, right? The complications and the conflictions in the Middle East has been going on for centuries, right? I can understand it a little bit, but when it comes to the European stuff that's going on, like Brexit, fucking got me, man. All I know is Europe wants to break away. United Kingdom wants to break away from the EU, and some people don't, some people do, and now they elected Boris Johnson, and they're in a fucking quagmire, and they don't know what the fuck is going on. It's highly likely that Shiism is not the prevalent in Iran, but people are afraid to speak out or else they'll just get straight up killed. Oh, the noose nose buddy. Look at this. 1 million less for a liter of horse sperm. So we're just talking about horse sperm at this point. It seems like what's just going on. I think there was a link. I don't know if you can click it and see what's going on.
Link is not working for me. I can see what they. Oh, I think I missed a character. Hold on.
I'll do Brexit if you'd like. I'm here
colon.
after all. Yeah, if you want to talk about Brexit, go for it. I mean, we're all ears about it. No first, brother. I don't understand what no first is. I apologize. I'm kind of new.
See, Norfers. This.
Yeah,
Writes a book about poor men and poor men who can't read.
Is that what that says?
I mean, I just googled Norfer. It's popping up as, is that men who can't read?
Is that like a jab? Oh, poor man.
Probably.
So bass fishing. Yeah, like you said in the Urban Dictionary, it says Norfors has asked a poor man to tell him all about the hardships in life. Yeah, write books and poor men can't read. Oh, writes books about poor men that poor men can't read. Okay. I understand. I understand that.
Who was Jeff? Did we miss something? Who is Jeff?
I don't know who the hell's Jeff. Physics Research Institute, to be honest. Jeff with his nukes.
Who is Jeff? I feel like we missed something.
The fucking chat has taken over. They have their own fucking conversation going on at this point now. With only 5 viewers. Interesting. Jeff CNN.
Oh. Got it.
Jeff Zucker?
Yeah, it's
the chairman?
I think it's all caps JEF. I think it's an acronym.
Jeff Samney?
Fusion. No, Joint Evaluated Fission and Fusion File. It's an acronym.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw all lowercase. I'm thinking it's like someone's name.
yeah, same here.
It's a collaboration to get accurate data on fusion and fission. Okay.
So this is like their process of enriching uranium to create like a missile weapon or something, or this like an organization, a department, like.
It's a data library that contains, I guess, research on fusion and fission for nuclear purposes.
So is this like data that people were?
Well, not just people. I think it's an academic organization. I think it's for research.
Forces
Yeah,
already.
science organization that tries to research nuclear related things.
Libraries contain a number of different data types, including neutron and protons interaction data, radioactive decay data, fission yields data, and the thermal scattering of law data. Libraries. Jeff point 3.3 relax.
Yeah, Rizium. I tried looking up that image. It wasn't working for some reason for me. I don't know if I missed. Oh, I think I found. Okay, I think I found a typo in it. I think that's what it was.
Okay. Send that to me, see if you don't mind.
No, it's still not working. Why aren't you working? I'm going to work on this link, see if I can get it to work.
That's right. Go to images.
Who gave them the nuclear armaments? You said, Tinner, you said they have weaponized nuclear technology. Who gave it to them?
I want to say the Russians did.
Was it Russian?
I want to say. I'm just taking a wild guess.
Man, I feel like I'm learning so much from this chat. All this stuff I have to look up.
I mean, it's a political channel. Most people here are probably more political savvy than we are.
USA, UK, and Russia.
That's just me. I gotta read more, bruh. Yes, UK and Russia, they've been giving them. So who's been giving them? Are we talking about Iran's been giving them, or like the others?
I think they've been giving them. I think it's talking about what Iran holds currently, whether they have weaponized nuclear technology or not.
Let's see.
If I'm understanding it. Jeff has allowed them? Huh. Yeah, I didn't think they had nukes.
Iran, no, they don't have any nukes, not that we know of. I mean, they did keep the peace accord. They did keep every single detail about it. So you can imagine they, they did do that. All right, so let's hop on back on Twitter, because that's how we get most of our news now. Ain't that right, President Trump? Does not have nukes. I mean, I don't know why they don't. Nukes are easy to make. Do you really believe nukes are easy to make? I don't believe they're easy to make. I believe it takes time. I believe it takes a substantial amount of time to create nukes, especially ones that can, hold their half-life, right? Yeah, just send it to me, Gal. Well, yummy guy. You set us up correctly. Of course, the music is fucking up. You sent it to you, or she?
Yep, I just got it, but
You have virus. You have a virus. You have a virus.
Oh yeah, this is the Facebook video that you saw earlier.
Which one? Which one? The little girl?
All the flares going off.
The one Robert De Niro posted up.
Was it the? It might have been the one he linked. Hey, I'll send it to you right now.
This one?
That's exactly it.
That's exactly it.
There are 2 types to nuclear bomb. Super easy to make. And rather difficult ones 3 times. 3 bombs, 3 bombs, and 2 bombs.
You can't show that. If you were in his place, what would you do? Let's see. All right. Was that the video? Yeah, that's the video.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's actually a good question. What would you do?
Was you in Trump's position? Not do what he did. I think that was an easy answer. Turn Iran into a glass sculpture. Look at that. Yeah, you want him to retweet you so bad, right? Turn Iran into a glass sculpture. You want him to retweet you so bad. What is wicked funny? TKD boy 55.
Was there a plane crash in Tehran? Or Tehran? Tehran.
Ukraine Airlines plane crash in Tehran shortly after. Isn't Tehran the capital of Iran?
I didn't know there was a plane crash.
Yeah, it's the capital of Iran.
No. I'm saying I didn't know there was a plane crash.
I mean, all this activity is going on in the fucking sky. You'll think a damn pilot freak out. No, let's write it though. Yep. Boeing 737 crash carrying 180 pounds crashes, Iran state media reports. Oh my God, all right. No one can get a break today, huh?
Yeah.
800 crash shortly take off. So, let's see. And people just can't get a break, man. Just born on the wrong patch of dirt, and then what happens?
I don't know, man.
Me neither. Just say technical issues, but I don't think so. They were just don't want to be involved. We would never know, man. Plane crashes are they're a scary fucking thing, man. Not too long ago, I was in a plane. Technical issues of a shit ton of war going on in the area, probably. And like all the rockets, not missiles, going off. And I mean, what do you think? What do you think that is? Like, if I was a pilot, I'd be scared shitless right now. All the rockets going past in the sky, potential, U.S. fighter pilots, Raptors flying through, zipping through, shit, ready for war. Fuck that, man.
Yeah, that was I mean, that wasn't too far off my mind when we flew to Japan.
Yeah,
we hit a few air pockets in the plane. It drops right out of the sky when that happens.
Mm-hmm. Like, can you land in that? Would you be able to land on that? Like, imagine if you're a pilot, right? And all of a sudden you see the fucking night sky lit up with missiles. And basically the biggest military force on the planet is retaliating against your country. And you're also, throwing out your missiles. And just, almost in like a defensive nature, but to show off. You're just flying in the sky, and it just looks like basically the sky is lit up to daytime with so many missiles and shit flying around. Because, a couple people want to wave their dicks around. Okay, so rockets, missiles, rockets. No, Iran fired missiles, not rockets. Maybe when they saw the plane coming, Iran bombed it. Maybe they thought it was an enemy. Maybe, man. I mean, basically right now, Iran is scared shitless. And I don't blame him. I'd be more worried about the Iranian missiles hitting me, not the NATO ones. I mean, that's true. I think you said you were in London. That's one of those sweet cities, right? But from what I see, most of European countries are like, they're taking a non-interventionist like approach to it. They're like, nah, we don't want to get involved in this at all. All right. I'm not sure about that. We'll see, because Boris Johnson himself stated that he condemns the attack that Trump did to Soleimani, and that was not the way of going about that. So I don't think Britain's going to get involved, especially when they got their own. Well, Britain, I'm sorry, the United Kingdom's getting involved. You know, since they got their own fucking clusterfuck they have to go through. Mm. For one, there were UK personnel on the base. That's true. There was also Swedish and Norwegian personnel on that base too, but none of them lost their lives. So, if all those countries like, get those boys out, or get them boys and girls out, just get them out. We don't want any involvement with the United States is doing. Shit, and I was United States soldiers, I'll slide right in. All right. I think I might end it here. And Bojo didn't criticize Trump, to my knowledge. I don't think he criticized Trump per se, but I think he criticized Trump's action. Right? He condoned Trump's action. Yeah, Boris Johnson's Qasem Soleimani was a threat to all our interests. What the fuck? The Guardian. Okay. I don't know. Too much over the Guardian. General Qasem Soleimani posed a threat to all our interests and was responsible for a pattern of disruptors. This is establishing behavior in the region. Johnson says, given the leading role he has played in actions and have led to the deaths of thousands of innocent civilians and our Western personnel, we will not lament his death. It is clear, however, that the calls for retaliation or reprisal will simply lead to more violence in the region, and they are in no one's interest. Basically saying, Boris Johnson saying, hey, we don't want no part of this. It's not in our interest to care about this. We're looking to de-escalate and stabilize the situation. That is something we have talked about with our European and American friends, he said. So yeah, he wants no part of this at all. You can just tell. All right. Basically, what I'm going to do is end it. They said, no, we said we would support it. Look again. All right. Let's lift this up before we call it a day. You still there, amigo? You're getting sleepy, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. My bad. I'm just reading something.
Oh, okay. Raab's stance was criticized by the shadow Foreign Secretary and Labor leader contender Emily Thornberry. She said the Washington decision to kill Soleimani in the drone strike in Iraq risks sparking a war in the Middle East, and the government should make clear. I do not shed any tears for Soleimani. I fully understand his pattern of behavior. He is essentially in charge of the defense force in Iran. Their behaviors across the region has been destabilizing. He has blood on many hands, blah, blah, blah. So that we've heard. However, to take him out at this stage when there have been escalating tensions seems to me not to be making the world safer. Actually, we are taking a lurch towards world war. The former Labor Foreign Secretary Jack Straw said he has held real concern. So, yeah, I don't think that no one... I think they're taking a damn if you do, damn if you don't stance. Like, hey, United States, you did that, but we're not going to say we disagree, but good thing it ain't us. I love how they call him Bojo. spell Soleimani's name. Okay, so British Foreign Minister Dominic Raab said that Sunday he understood why the United States had to kill the top Iranian military commander, but urged a de-escalation of tension in the Middle East to avoid war in the region. But if you understood it, why would you condone it? Iran condemned. Okay, and Raab was due to meet with the U.S. Secretary of State Pompeo, Washington D.C. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting very tired. No, you even what the party said and not the leading party. Okay. So you wanted me to read what Raab is saying? Raab was Pompeo. We wanted to de-escalate the tensions. We wanted to see the route through the crisis. We do not want to see a major war in the Middle East. The only group or players that would benefit from that would be the terrorists and the Shad or Daesh. He told BBC. Raab said Soleimani was a regional menace, and he understood the position the Americans found themselves in. Asked if killing was legal, Raab said that it was General Soleimani's job description to engage in proxies and militias to attack Western countries that were legitimately there, and in those circumstances, the right self-defense clearly applies. Okay, so he basically condones it. There's a route in which allows Iran to come out from out the international code. He told Sky News, we need to contain the nefarious actions in Iran, but we also need to de-escalate and stabilize the situation. Opposition labor lawmaker Keir Starmer, and the book's favorite to win the party's upcoming leadership contested that killing somebody was an unilateral act of international and eradicate the president. We cannot blindly follow the Americans into what we will turn out to be an all-out war in the Middle East. Man, dude, basically what he said, and he agreed with what the U.S. did, but not Trump saying he attacked more. Yeah, man, I think every European nation agrees upon that. Just crazy, man. All right, so I'm going to end this stream here. Hopefully we can pick up tomorrow from the same Thursday. But no, UK is backing Trump. Of course, UK is backing Trump. They need to, because of the whole. You guys are probably going to lose your national healthcare, because the destabilization from the country is going to face from removing themselves from the European Union is not going to prove. It's not going to prove to be helpful in the long run. What Boris Johnson is basically setting up is the same thing that Donald Trump is setting up here when it comes to Social Security. They're trying to privatize it, and the NHS is not going anywhere. All right, the NHS is not going anywhere. If that's what you firmly believe, that's fine. It's different from what I've read, but it's different from what I read. But let's see where this goes, because it's not looking too bright right now for the NHS. It seems like it's going to be gutted until it becomes no more than a hollow shell of itself, and private industries is going to come up, and be set themselves up as the savior for the NHS. So basically, what they're trying to do in the United States is set up a public option, or the private companies setting up themselves as the saviors for the American people when it comes to quote unquote choice of healthcare. I didn't say I didn't trust you. A lot of panicky talks to sell commercials. It's what I read. I mean, maybe I'll look more into the NHS and see the contrary views. But from what I read right now, it's basically up for sale to the United States healthcare industries over here. I don't know what the U.S. media is reporting, but that's honestly hilarious. Yeah. From my understanding, that's that's going on. But I could be completely wrong, and I would like to be wrong. I would love for the fact that UK keeps their NHS, because those people need it, especially if they see what the fuck we go through over here. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. Silence, silence, silence. Curing cancer requires globalized healthcare. Hopefully we can cure cancer, right? Republicans are going to get fucked by the truth soon enough. Yeah. Election have consequences. I'll chat with you when Or your Nest free if you like. Appreciate it. This is a British saying. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Don't forget to come to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Not all of it's politics. A lot of it's a lot of bullshit and gaming stuff and crap I like to entertain people about. So I appreciate the follow. Don't forget to follow TTV Yummy Guy as well. Everyone who's watching it now, stay classy. Peace.